we are on a run. And basically, I was like, fuck it, let me just record some shit. Because why not? And yeah, I'm training for a Viking run we have. Like me and a friend of mine, we're gonna do some kind of Viking run. It's basically like a glorified obstacle course. And look at this view though, it's so nice. Look at this. So cool. But yeah, as I was saying, it's a perfect weather to go running right now. There's like a little rain. It's like 18 degrees. It's amazing. So yeah, as I was saying, the weather is amazing right now. A little rain and like 18 degrees. Now look at this. This is so nice. So yeah, love this shit, man. As I was saying, glorified obstacle course, Viking run. It's the water edition, so you just have to do a bunch of climbing and whatnot. It's like 7 kilometers long, the one we took, or we're gonna do. And we did one before. It's like the mud edition, so it's basically like a mud run. That was pretty nice as well. But it's very exhausting because with the mud you have all the extra weight too. So it's definitely, I underestimated it a little bit the first time. We still did it though, so that's good. But yeah, no, otherwise I've been running for a while, like a year or six now, I think. I've done 3 marathons in 2022 as well, so all good stuff. Also look behind, very cool. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'm struggling with thinking what I want to upload. So I just try to do a bunch of stuff. For me, it's more important now to just upload anything at this point. So I have at least some videos and I can learn from it. And then the quality will come afterwards. I'm experimenting with some stuff, as you have probably noticed. But I think most people who see this video, if any, they're gonna be new viewers anyway. So I'm assuming if you watch this, you haven't seen any of my other videos yet. But that's quite alright. We're just trying stuff at the moment. But yeah, cool stuff. So yeah, this is like a route I take usually when I go for a run. It's like 9 kilometers long, so a decent distance. But yeah, I don't know. So basically the 3 marathons I did my first one in like March of 2022 in a city called Ghent. And yeah, I trained like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months for it, pretty intensely. And I did it in like, I don't know, 5 hours. Yeah, 5 hours, so a long time. But I wasn't training for speed, I just wanted to do one, you know. But that shit is exhausting, I'm not gonna lie. It's obvious, I know, but still, like when you actually do it, it puts it in a different perspective, I can't lie. Especially the last part. Because I was like, if you go for a marathon, right, the first 25 kilometers, they're quite okay. But it's, at least in my experience, starting from kilometer 25, that's when it starts, where you can start to get like some pain in your tendons or the joints or your muscles, you know. And then, let's say, at kilometer 35, that's when the fatigue really starts to kick in. But then you still have to run like 7 kilometers, and those 7 kilometers are very long. I can tell you that much. It just basically you start to count every single like point that says 100 meters passed until you see that 42.2 kilometer sign. But it's really cool, you get like a nice medal and everything, so it's always nice and very fulfilling. Alright, so I'm on another route now. I tried something new today, just to spice it up a little bit. I don't know where the fuck this is. Look at this. I'm just in the middle of a random forest trail. I think I've been here. Oh shit. I think I've been here like once, like a few years ago. But at least I know where the route goes, so we're good, maybe. But yeah, as I was saying, my first marathon was definitely like an experience, not gonna lie. The second one, I did like just for the pure reason of like, oh, I don't want it to be a fluke. And I know that sounds kind of stupid, but at the time, to me, it didn't. Because I wanted to prove myself that it's not just like a one-fight thing, but more of a like, oh, if I want to do this, I can do this, you know? So that's why I did the second one. And that was in Antwerp. And that one I actually did with a friend of mine. So the first one I did alone, right? The second one I did it with a friend of mine. And yeah, and a friend of a friend as well. But that one was the most fun, I'd say, because we were like training together. It was also super exhausting. I did it in like 4 hours, 45 minutes, so a little bit faster than the first time, but not too much faster. And the parkour was also super nice, and the weather was good. And then the third one I did like a month later, because I didn't really need to train like that much more, because I was already in shape. And that was in Bruges, which is not too far from where I live. And that one I did alone. And yeah, that one, there was like a stretch of like 20 kilometers, like 10 go forwards and 10 backwards. It was just like asphalt, like just normal road, and like just straight. It was so boring. But like in the city itself, the, how do you call it, the vibe, you know, everyone cheering, it was really nice. That was a lot of fun. Maybe if I have some footage of it, like official footage, I can put it in the video, but I'm not sure if I can find something. We'll see. But yeah, that's my experience with running. I'm thinking, right, low-key I want to make this into like a playlist series thing, you know, where I just, on my runs when I take a break, like now, I just talk about random stuff that I want to talk about. And if people like it, then, you know, they can keep doing it. Damn, I'm bad at this camera angle shit, but my arm is hurting. Oh shit. But yeah. It's Friday today? Yeah, it's Friday. But like yesterday in Belgium, we had like a national holiday. So a lot of people took like a day off today as well. So it's not that busy on the road, which I like, because it's just very calming and therapeutic to just go run when it's raining a little. Oh shit, it's raining more now. Oh, okay, we're good. Either way, to be expected. I don't mind a bit of rain. That reminds me. I had this time where I went on a run. I was training for my first marathon, I think. So still 2022, 2 years ago. And there was a thunderstorm all of a sudden. And I was just like in a t-shirt like this. And like a short, you know. So very light clothing. And yeah, it was a struggle. Oh my god, I have to go through this. Bruh. These are fucking nettles. I don't like it. Let's go. Oh shit. Also, I think not many people have passed here lately, because everything is a bit overgrown. Then again, like this path on the other side where I just came from, it's 10 times better, right? So it's nicer, but I just wanted something else. Also, there's quite a lot of people passing by, and I don't like just having camera and talking to myself and then people being like, what the fuck is this guy doing? You know what I mean? I'm not there yet. I don't have that type of confidence yet, but maybe at some point. Either way, there was like a big thunderstorm and like lightning and everything. And I was fucking cold too. In the middle of a run, I was soaked. Man, I was going through it, not gonna lie. But it's kind of a vibe at the same time. I don't know if it makes sense to you, but it's like when like there's a lot of wind, a lot of rain, a lot of thunder, and you just run, you're just like locked in, you know what I mean? You're just focused, like, yeah, I don't know, training art type shit, you know what I mean? It's nice in a way. No, I do think I prefer weather like this. I've just seen one person in this whole thing. That's crazy. Where was I? Oh my god, look at this path, man. This shit. I have to go through this. Bruh. Oh, fuck me. Oh. Let's go. I have no idea what it looks like on the camera. It's either gonna be goofy as fuck or pretty cool. I don't think there's an in-between. We'll see. I should definitely check out my legs and my shoes for any like insects and shit, you know what I mean? Because long grass ain't that good. Anyways, this seems to be better again. Where was I? Yes, I've passed one person. Very cool. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? I'm not sure. I was talking about running. Oh yeah, the thunder and stuff is definitely a vibe. Also update, I definitely got stung by the nettles. My ankle is on fire. Nice. But yeah, the reason I started running in the first place, because I used to play football for like 8 years, like ever since I was like 7 years old I started. But then when I was like 14 I stopped, but I'll save that story for another video. But yeah, then for 3 years I didn't really do much exercise, and I just played Rocket League for a bit too long, maybe, because I think I'm at 4,000 hours now, which is not too great, Well, it's not that bad, but you know, it's a lot of hours. But yeah, and then I started running because when I was like 16, I had a severe issue with like panic attacks and the like, which I'm also gonna save for another video because that one is actually a pretty interesting story. So yeah, but yeah, that's when I started running, just to get my mind off things and not overthink everything and start to panic. And here we are. I do like running, you know, just like you don't think about shit, you just go for a run, enjoy nature a bit, you know, or push yourself if you want to. It's really nice. Oh, there was this thing where, like, I don't know, a year into my running like hobby or whatever you want to call it, I decided to go for like a what was it, like a half a marathon, so 21.1 kilometers, right? And let's just say that one was a very good learning experience, because that was the moment where I think I exerted myself the most physically that I ever have in my life. And I don't think my body has ever been that exhausted before, except for maybe one time when I went cycling. And I went, like it took too long. Like I went with the bike all the way to the beach, which is like 40 kilometers-ish, and then back. But I was not really like hydrated properly, and I didn't eat enough. So my body just started to shut down. And like 5 kilometers from home, like my body was just gone. It was just empty. I could barely move. I could barely get up, like literally. I had to call my mom, asking if she could pick me up, because I could literally just not move anymore. And then I remember eating McDonald's when I got home and I was just shaking so much from like lack of energy, you know, or like maybe because I was eating like the instant surge of energy. I don't know what it was, but I had to do something with that. So yeah, that was also an experience. But yeah, sorry, I keep making detours the whole time. That half a marathon, I have always been running like 10-kilometer runs to prepare. But I made the mistake of not running longer for the 21-kilometer one, which led into me speed running the first 10 kilometers, which was a bad idea because, you know, like they always say, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So I speed ran the first 10 kilometers, and then kilometer 11, all my energy was gone. I used all my energy, and I still had 10 kilometers to go. Though I am quite a stubborn person, like if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to set my mind to it, so I will do it. But those last 10 kilometers was just a combination of me running for like 500 meters, then walking for 200, then running for a kilometer, then walking for half a kilometer, just because I run a bit, no energy anymore. I run a bit, no energy. And like that for 10 kilometers was such a struggle, and it was so warm too. I checked my heart rate and it peaked at like 201, which is like, I believe your max heart rate, they calculated like 220 minus your age. So I was like pretty much at my max. So I believe that if I pushed myself a bit more, I would have fainted, because I don't think my heart can pump more blood to my head, which means I faint. I think that's how it works. Either way, that shit was no joke. I did finish it though. That was nice. Very glad I did, of course. Otherwise, I would have hated myself. But that taught me that for when I actually did the first marathon, to take my time and just, even though I really want to keep going at a faster pace, just force myself to run a bit slower than a comfort wall, because near the last 10 kilometers, I'm gonna thank myself for conserving the energy. Now keep in mind, it was still a pain, definitely, the last 10 kilometers of each marathon I did, but I'd like to think that if I didn't slow down in the beginning, I don't think I would have reached the finish line in the first place anyways. So that was a very valuable lesson. But yeah, I don't know if I have much more to say. I can't lie. Let me think if I have some more running stories, but I first have to navigate all these goddamn nettles, man. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, there we go. Let's see. I mean, I did like a few runs, like outside of the ones I mentioned, like smaller runs, like a 10k, like a 5k. Like I did 3 of those, I think. But nothing like that special or anything that I feel like I should mention it, right? So yeah. Okay. I don't think I have much more to say. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, if you like me just yapping about random shit while walking, let me know. Because I got a few interesting stories still lined up that I think people would be interested in hearing. So yeah, let me know. Give it a like or something, the video, or subscribe if you haven't yet and you want to watch more. And thanks for listening to me, I guess. And yeah, I'll see you next time.